As a world-famous TikToker signed to a major record label, all eyes are on Dixie D'Amelio as she works to release a song that makes an impression on the musical charts. Or even just on people's memories would be a good start at this point. All of her songs just kind of blend together to form a series of trendy sound effects that remind me to cancel my Spotify Premium membership. Today we're analyzing the video for Dixie D'Amelio's newest song, F-Boy, because that's right, she's old enough to swear now. She's also made sure to fill this video with plenty of hip features, like lanky young men, colorful lighting features, and a small bedroom apartment that lets the world know I had to pay for this video myself. Let's dive into Dixie's loosely defined brand and see how she might be able to make a bigger splash on the music scene. In another TikTok music video installment of Clip Breakdown, baby. Hello television viewers, my name is Nick. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel for another installment of Clip Breakdown. This is the playlist where we dive into our favorite TV, movies, and music videos and we break them apart like a pop star robbing other artists for concepts so that we can look at each individual clip and decide, okay, no. And today we're back at it again with another Dixie D'Amelio video. We've talked about Dixie in a few other steps on this channel. Sometimes people like what I had to say about her, sometimes it's a hot take. But before we get into it, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you don't disagree with what I'm about to say, I guess. And most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right down here. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week, so turn on notifications and you'll always be the first to know when we're robbing another pop star of their art. Dixie is, I think, borrowing from a lot of other artists here, and as you'll see from this first sort of reference, it's a little more inscrutable. Fuergoy. I thought I was watching a music video, not learning to speak Italian on Duolingo. Based on this familiar looking font, I'm guessing Fuergoy is where you go when the Airbnbs in Chromatica are too expensive.
Oh my god, Charlie, he slid into my DMs and said he missed me. I feel like he's with a new girl every week. Really so embarrassing.
Embarrassing for you? Because you're the one having a conversation about it from opposite ends of the same hallway like you're playing with walkie-talkies. Charlie, I bet if I write a song about him, he'll be so annoyed. Yeah, you should totally write an annoying song about him. What? You should totally write a song to annoy him. Over and out. From the very first shot of this music video, I'm already a little bit like, okay, so we're not getting the budget we had for even the first few Dixie videos, where there was a little bit more cinematography involved, a little bit more camera work. It seems like she's shooting this maybe in her new home apartment that she lives with outside of her parents' home. I'm just guessing, because it seems a lot smaller, seems a lot more sparsely decorated. This video is not as well made. Even that glamour shot of the bat with the Chromatica lettering on it, it seems like you're copying Beyonce's Lemonade and Lady Gaga in the same breath. And as they're panning over it, you get this ugly band of yellow light from the mixed color temperatures on it. So it's just like, okay. To me, if you're gonna show just a bat on screen on a music video, make it the most beautiful shot of a bat anyone's ever seen. If you're gonna have a sparingly decorated set, it should feel really stylized and not just like that's the hallway in your building that was available to you. And then all through the bedroom, I just feel like they didn't try to light this at all, besides for just turning on some neon lights, which is a vibe, but I don't know if it was used to great success here. We see natural lights streaming in through the back door. You tell me what you think.
I'm caught up in what could have been, thinking about what you should have said.
I would be more comfortable if you left that door open, mainly because it looks kind of musty in this room. Also, I don't know what kind of Prisoner of Azkaban lighting they got going on in here, but this young man looked like a 65-year-old smoker for his entire first shot. As he moves through these haphazardly placed neon lights, his face keeps switching from someone's cute older brother to, oh brother, where art thou? Again, Dixie is not really selling me on the performance here of the chemistry between these two people. It's like, I'm gonna grab your shirt now, I'm looking in your face now. I don't believe that there's sexual energy between these two young people. I'm allowed to say that they're adults, she's trying to be sexy. I'm not saying I find it sexy, I'm saying I don't. So I should be praised. You should be having a parade for me.
One day I was sleeping in your bed.
I don't know who out there in the world needs to hear this right now, but if he has an illuminated Camel cigarette display in his bedroom, don't f him. That would be like rewarding a dog for snapping at a toddler, which I only do because it's affordable home security and that child should not have been on my property. I think this song could be relatable if it were actually about how someone would continually go back and be physical with somebody who they know isn't good for them or they know has other options on the side. Because, you know, I feel like in my early 20s, that was definitely something that happened. I would just be really into somebody, but I would know they had a lot of irons in the fire, but still be like, maybe one day they'll pick me. That's a really relatable story, I think, for people, and it almost feels like this could be what that's about based on what happens in the video. But the way that she presents it at the beginning and that conversation with Charlie at the beginning, it kind of just comes off as like she's generally mad at him because he has multiple romantic partners. And it's like, I mean, he can kind of do whatever he wants. I just don't think it really has a whole lot of self-awareness to be like, oh, I can't believe him. He has all these girls, a new girl every day. And it's like, well, then stop going down on him. I don't know what to tell you. I'm allowed to say that. It's weird how I'm allowed to say certain things on YouTube. Watch me not be allowed to say that. I don't know. Anyway, things are about to get tumultuous for Dixie. I almost called her Ricky Lake, and her boyfriend Trono.
I thought you'd always be there, but you were gone in a minute. I'm tired.
Hey, do we have time to get a take of that where Dixie isn't visibly smiling at this important moment of betrayal? We do have time, but Dixie said she can't do it without smiling unless everyone leaves the room, and we need somebody to press record on the camera, so this is what we get. Traditionally, the peephole effect, like when you show the reverse of someone looking through the peephole, it's sold through a fisheye lens, which is like that really spherical distortion. When they show this actor look through the peephole, they just show regular extreme close-up, and then they add those sort of reflections that you would add over the fisheye lens that make it look like glass. It doesn't look right to me, and it just contributes to this claustrophobia that I get throughout this whole entire location in the video. It all feels very cramped. I also think there's something to be said about something independent where you shoot on the location that you have, but shoot for your location so that it doesn't feel cramped and claustrophobic. Get the bed out of your room so that you can get back there and get the distance you need from the wall. Like if you're shooting in your apartment, you're gonna have to tear that up. Stuff's coming off the walls, furniture's flying out of every room. Like you need as much space as possible to get the kind of focal length you want on good shots. So I don't know, they paid a director for this who's pretty established. I feel like it should be in the lexicon of a filmmaker regardless of whether it's independent or not. What do I know? There could be other factors at play that I'm not aware of, like constraints with what they could do at the location. Who knows? But I'm just saying. I've got rid of the lav mic. I have a boom mic now, so I feel so free. I'm like, oh, let's talk about all of the aspects over here in the land of Narnia. Also, I'm in the new location. I feel like I didn't get a chance to put up the video where I talked about, ooh, I'm in the new studio. Do you like it? So obviously, an unexpected visitor has just arrived while Dixie is with her man. What's gonna happen next?
But the only way that you have me is so f***ed up.
Oh no, Dixie's been trapped in the closet. Chapter 1 by R. Kelly. Featuring, they also did it with Scarlett Johansson and He's Just Not That Into You. What a gripping original concept.
You're just a boy. You're just another boy.
If it were me, that's when I would jump out and say, blah, is there room for another shovel full of shit on that dog pile, Missy? I promise, she would go running and that boy would never pull this crap again. Would you pull that crap with a net? Blah. So yeah, now Dixie's trapped in the closet. I mean, like, it's obviously a pretty referential video concept. At least I hope she knows that it's referential. Maybe Gen Z is not aware of those references. Let me know. Anyway, let's watch.
You're just a boy, don't need another mother boy.
I do gotta give Dixie credit because this is probably the most face acting we've ever seen from her. Unfortunately, I think the pendulum swung just a little too far in the other direction. You're just another mother boy. It just looks like one of those music videos we would record on our early 2010 MacBooks in photo booth where it was all close-up mouth performance. I think what happened here is they were like, okay, Dixie, we're going in tight. We're just in the close-up and we have these bands of light. Like that's obviously a special lighting effect. So you need to stay relatively still. So just give us a lot of energy with your face. So I think then she's like just kind of like expressing a lot, which to me doesn't feel particularly natural. I think there are other ways they could have worked with this closet thing and made it really fun. Like if they had set up that door with the slats and showed from the other side her like looking through, and then she can be like spying on him. So it's like kind of like giving her a lot more motion and like she could be moving through the lights, or even a keyhole. If it were like her face up to a keyhole and she's watching what's going on, then they could show a silhouette of that light. And you can do those effects with just a piece of cardboard and cutting out the shape. And honestly, I feel like it would be more fun for us. I mean, it's Dixie D'Amelio. She's famous on TikTok for dancing. Like, let's let her move a little bit. Let's let her fans see her doing things we've never seen before. Like, make it a mini movie so it's like we get to see this new side of Dixie being a star of a music video, you know? Like, I'm just not getting the ja that I wanna feel from you. Give me the ju I wanna feel from you. That should answer any of those comments that are asking if I'm gay. Like, just use your critical thinking. Yes, I feel like if you're going to call yourself a self-taught artist of any sort, you need to self-teach. That's why maybe Dixie and her team could use a membership at Skillshare, who happen to be the sponsor of today's video. Skillshare is an online community for creative and curious people. Whether it's about finding more valuable skills for your job or just getting lost in things that really get you feeling creative and excited about life, Skillshare is also an amazing resource for developing your side hustles. They've got great creative writing, comedy courses, filmmaking courses, and I love the lifestyle ones that help me with productivity or creativity. This month, since I've moved into a new apartment, I've been particularly interested in the course Style Your Space, Creative Tips and Techniques for Interior Design, taught by Emily Henderson. I love learning how to make my home look more expensive than it is. Skillshare is a very focused platform with ad-free learning, and with an annual subscription, it costs less than $10 a month. Plus, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in my description will get a free trial of a premium membership so that you can start exploring your creativity. Thanks so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to Dixie. All right, so girl number 2, the side piece, pitting women against women. There's a special place in hell for women who don't suck my boyfriend's dick. Let's see what happens next.
Another mother boy.
She said, oops, let me wipe that boy's lip sweat off my face before I get in the Uber. I don't think we need her to be wiping her mouth sensually. That's a lot of extra. Dixie's fighting though. This is where Dixie's getting her Oscar. She said, you wanna see me mad? Ooh, I'm mad.
Why'd I try to f with you? Now I'm just fucking hurt.
Did she just use a break in the music to hike up her pleather pants? Now that's show business, baby. For that part of the song, I like to think the music producer said, okay, Dixie, give us like some sort of really sexy vocal expression. She said, okay, got it. 3, 2, 1. I've noticed that people love to have fights with their significant other in music videos, and I think it's because, again, they know they're just gonna be screaming and they can say whatever, and it's gonna be muted and have music played over it, so it's easy to sell as dramatic and good acting. So you can be like, I love pancakes and I hate chocolate chip ice cream. Now let's watch that muted with music over it, and it probably looks really dramatic. Give him a Golden Globe. All right, back to Dixie. Back to what this girl had to say about me the other day in the press.
You always thinking you have me. The only way that you have me is so f***ed up.
Here's the thing about throwing a drink in somebody's face. A colorful martini, a highball cocktail, that's gonna make it classic, campy, fun. Not only is a glass full of ice water bland and boring, but it's also going to lead to welts, bruises, blindness. I wish Dixie D'Amelio would chuck a cup full of ice cubes at my head. I would be up in the courtroom with gallery-sized printouts of the damages being like, I demand she pay for my hairline surgery! That little splash of water just brings us to this new location. I do wish there was a little more cohesion between these two locations, but I mean, kudos to them for having rented out an actual space. Kind of interesting. It's not uninteresting. It's sort of uninteresting what they do with it, but let's not get ahead of myself.
You're just a boy, that's not enough, boy. Don't need another mother boy.
Dixie, did you invite everyone to this weird gift shop just so we could see your new embellished hat? This is what happens when an artist doesn't know which era of Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, or Miley Cyrus they're trying to copy, but they do know it's one of them. Plus, all these kids are making it really obvious they've never been to an actual bar in their life. They all look like they're waiting for the Dairy Queen employee to flip their blizzards upside down. Also, just a word on the lyrics here. I don't believe she wrote this song. I think that she's working with music producers who think they're just a little too clever, because they're like, you always think that you have me, but the only thing that you have me is so f***ed up. Like, you think that you have me, but the only thing you have me is so up. It's wordplay. It's like grade 9 wordplay, you know, it's there. Great Gatsby, we all read it. And then she says, I don't need another mother boy. What is a mother boy? See, you're just like swearing a lot now, and I don't really feel like it's being super sensible, but go off, sis. Let's see what happens next. Ooh, let's see what happens next.
Stop that. asking me for news. No, I'll never send those to you.
I don't know who Dixie is dating, but they need to know better than to ask her for nude photos. She's famous. That means the only nudity you're gonna get are those vertical stripes of skin that you see through her shoelace trousers. I commend the director, Alana O'Hare-Lahey, for showing restraint with this really tiny budget. She saved the mechanical bull till the very last act, which I think is smart for, you don't want to blow the biggest set piece at the beginning of the video. But I am still missing cohesion between this location and that bedroom. Aside from the camel cowboy sign, which I think is what they were aiming for, like, oh, she dumped that wannabe neon cowboy to go with her real friends at this bar where she's riding a bull. That's what I got from it, but they could have done a little more to show that he's like somehow fake or artificial. He's got these perfectly clean boots, and then here people are dancing with dusty boots. I don't know. Give me something, if that's really even what they're going for. I might just be making up a narrative based on two random images that they put together, but I think they showed that cowboy for a reason. And this director has worked commercially and has worked on music videos for Miley Cyrus and other big names, so I trust that they had a vision for all of this. I just don't know that it was fully executed with the budget that they got. Let's keep going.
Get out of my DMs and take off those damn Jordans.
I know the beauty fan is supposed to look glamorous, but I think we need to play with it a little more because right now it's just causing the hair to vibrate in different sections, like when you cause a dead frog's leg to twitch with electricity. I think there's just too much product in her hair at that point and it's not getting the motion we need. Let's spritz it with some alcohol, lighten it up, then it'll get you some of that motion back. Also, I wish they lit this better or just at all. I'm not sure I see anything other than the practical lights here. There's a spotlight there, but it seems like, yeah, this might just be found lighting. I don't think it looks authentic enough to justify found lighting. I think it needs a little bit of help to separate her from the background here. Her dark hair is just totally lost on this black background. The hair light is really minuscule there. I'm not getting beautiful colors. Her eyeshadow's creasing. Like, what do you want me to say? Oh, I know what you want me to say. You're just a boy. You're just a mother boy. Oh. I should do backup vocals for Dixie. A mother boy. Woo-hoo. Mother boy. We wish you a merry boy. We wish you a merry boy. Gonna be a lot of bleeps. Let's see how this video continues to end.
No, I don't need another boy.
She got Zordon from Power Rangers to make a cameo in her video? I take back what I said. I guess she did have more than a $5,000 budget. It just all went to licensing fees. Oh wait, no, that's just her throwing in a random new aesthetic element just seconds before the end of the video. Cool. Again, I feel like the lo-fi VHS quality is a hallmark of this director, and arguably so is that graphical sort of fire moment. I guess that could be influenced by their typical style. I don't know why it was put there. I didn't think it was particularly cool or innovative. It just looked like they put that kind of canned posterized effect on the video in the middle there to make it look kind of animated. I'm not seeing anything that surprises me or shocks me or makes sense to me even, so I'm just like, cool project. Let's see what the last shots are. Wait, is it uncool to take selfies now? Because I can't use mirrors to check how I look anymore. I keep seeing the ghost of that little girl that I hit with my boat standing behind me. Also, from the sounds of this conversation, it seems like Dixie and Charlie are the ones who are obsessed with the boy. Which, I mean, maybe that's supposed to be the funny part where it's like, you're saying he's obsessed with you, but you're obsessively talking about him. Do you think Dixie D'Amelio would say that that sense of irony is intentional? Or would she be like, I don't even really know how to iron? Anyway, what did you guys think of boy? I think we could work on better lyrics. I think we could work on a stronger video concept, even for these really low budgets. I just feel like we need to know what we're saying in the song, and then we need to pair with a director who's gonna help us execute that vision in a creative way that we haven't seen before, using lighting and sound and filmmaking techniques to make it fun, not just like After Effects presets. Anyway, no shade, no hate. Everyone's making their buck, doing their art, and I commend it. Thank you so much for letting me know how wrong I was if you're a fan of Dixie D'Amelio. Otherwise, let me know what other music videos I should cover, and give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see even more TikToker music video breakdowns like this. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right over here. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week, so turn on notifications and you'll always be the first to know when I've got a new video on the rise for you. Also, I've got merch available and a Patreon where you can access exclusive bonus episodes like virtual watch parties and extra episodes. You guys are all the greatest. Thank you so much for being a F-boy with me today. I will see you next time.